This happened when I was 16. Small town, quiet neighborhood. It was a Friday night, and my parents had driven out of town for a family event I couldn't attend. Just me and our dog, Mocha, home for the night. The house felt too big when it was empty. Still, I didn't mind the quiet. I spent the evening watching dumb videos and texting a few friends. At some point past midnight, Mocha started barking, loud, aggressive. I muted my laptop and listened. She was pacing in front of the living room window, the one that faced the driveway. I figured maybe my parents were back early. But when I checked, their car wasn't there. Just a street lamp flickering over the trash cans. I called Mocha back, calmed her down. She sat by my feet for a bit, but her ears stayed perked, alert. A few minutes later, she was at it again. Growling, not playful, not confused, focused. This time, she ran to the back of the house, toward the kitchen. I followed. There was a side window near the kitchen table. Outside, nothing. No lights, no movement. Still, something felt off. I went back to the living room, tried to shrug it off. Then came the knocking. Software 3 taps. From the front door, Mocha went nuts, barking like mad. I crept to the door and peeked out through the blinds. No one, just the empty porch. I locked the deadbolt again and backed away. Stomach tight, heart racing. Then came a second knock, but not from the front, from the side of the house. I froze. Whoever it was. They were moving. I turned off every light and crouched low. Mocha followed me, trembling. We waited. Silence. Then, the sound of the back gate unlatching. A slow, dragging creak. Mocha growled, low and deep. The footsteps came next, crunching over gravel. Slow, measured. Whoever it was. They were circling the house. I grabbed the phone. No signal. Of course. I remembered the emergency landline in the kitchen. Then, another knock, this time from below, the basement door. We had a second entrance to the basement, tucked beneath the deck in the backyard. It was half hidden by the support beams. No one knew about it unless they were familiar with the house or had spent time watching. Mocha sprinted to the basement stairs, snarling. I stood there, frozen. Then I heard it. The rattle of the doorknob. Whoever was outside was trying to get in. I grabbed the flashlight, crept down the stairs. Mocha ahead of me like a black shadow. When I reached the bottom, I turned the light towards the door. The knob jiggled again, and silence. I crept closer. Footsteps soft. Then, a loud bang. The door buckled. Mocha lost it. She barked so violently, I thought she'd break through the wood. Then it all stopped. No more sound. Whoever was there left. I waited. 5 minutes. 10. Finally, I called Mocha back upstairs. Locked the basement door behind us. I grabbed the house phone, ran to the master bedroom closet, and shut the door behind me. We sat there in the dark, heart pounding in my ears. I called my uncle. He lived 5 minutes away. Told him someone had tried to break in. He said he'd be right there. I waited. Mocha silent by my side. Eventually, I heard a knock on the front door. I didn't move. Then came a voice. "Hey, it's me." I opened the door to find my uncle, flashlight in hand. He swept the yard, checked every corner, found nothing. We chalked it up to a prowler. Maybe someone looking for an easy break-in. But here's the part that chills me the most. The next day, someone left an envelope on our porch. No note, just a piece of paper inside. No return address. My uncle took one look at it and said, "That's his handwriting." His, being my older cousin's father. A man I'd barely spoken to in years. Someone the family didn't trust. Creepy, unsettling. Always had a habit of appearing where he wasn't welcome. But somehow, he knew. He was never charged with anything, never admitted to it. But I know what I heard, what Mocha saw, and I still wonder what would have happened if we hadn't heard that knock, if I hadn't locked the basement door, if Mocha hadn't barked. Sometimes I still hear her growling in my dreams, not barking, warning. Because someone was trying to get in. Subscribe to Frightmare and step into the darkness with us.